So this episode is going to be my 5 recommendations of things on Amazon Prime right now that you can watch. And by the way, if you have comments below, if you're watching something, let me know. I might use it in an episode, a public episode. But this one is going to be just for you. And let's get started. All right? I'm going to give you the top 5 Amazon Prime things to watch right now. So let's go backwards. We'll start at number 5, The Color of Money with Tom Cruise and Paul Newman. I love Paul Newman. This is a sequel to The Hustler. If you haven't seen it, I think it's good. It's also directed by Martin Scorsese, so don't write it off. I know some people out there have doubts about Tom Cruise. I have my doubts about him as well, but actually I think I haven't seen anything that he's done that's been bad. That's my experience. I take that back. All the Right Moves is not good. It came on HBO a couple months ago. I watched it. I've been wanting to watch it for a while, and it was terrible. But everything else, Mission Impossibles, Oblivion, Risky Business, fantastic one. Loved it. Okay, so love The Hustler, the original movie The Hustler, Jackie Gleason, Paul Newman. This is a continuation, The Color of Money, directed by Martin Scorsese. Love Pool. Love that feel. And Paul Newman, this is 80s, but I think like Paul Newman in the 70s, which is close to the 80s. They're right next to each other, I think. And it's got that late 70s, early 80s feel to it. So you've got like Paul Newman in his prime. You've got, you slap shots around there. Great film. Maybe, I don't know, I'm sure there's lots of other things. But you gotta love Paul Newman, right? So that's another reason to watch it. It's a classic. I wouldn't say it's cheesy like Cocktail. It's more of a good movie. So that's my number 5 suggestion. They really dropped some good ones on Prime, so I'm going to give you 5, but I feel like it could be a lot more. 4 through 2, I believe, yes, 4 through 2, I'm going to suggest a Wes Anderson fest. I've been wanting to watch Wes Anderson for a long time. Up until recently, they didn't have anything anywhere, it felt like. I've been really wanting to watch Bottle Rocket. That's not on there. It's not on this list because it's not on there. But the ones that are on there are Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou. Fantastic film. Number 3 is Royal Tenenbaums. And number 2 is Rushmore. Love all those movies. Great movies. It's been a while since I've seen any of them. I think I've only seen Life Aquatic once. And I remember loving it. That old Indian guy who does the juggling, And Tenenbaums is obviously a classic. Rushmore I've seen several times. Had a bit of a crush on that woman. That what's his name? The main character, Rushmore, has a crush on. Bill Murray's sort of girl, they're fighting over her, even though he's a student. Jason Schwartzman. There you go. All right. So those are the top 4. Number 1, this is gonna be a quirky one. It's gonna be a niche one. I watched it last night. The Russian 5. It's I don't know who the director is, but it won some awards, mostly regional awards. Very good movie about how the Detroit Red Wings, lifelong Detroit Red Wings fan, how they were the first team to bring Russian and European players into the National Hockey League in North America. And they did it by sneaking Russian players, drafting them, but then sneaking them out of the Soviet Union to come play hockey in Detroit. And the Wings were they were nicknamed the Dead Wings because they were terrible at the time. And, great ride if you're a Detroit fan. If you're just a sports fan in general, if you'd like to see a sports triumph movie, it's a great movie. Because you also get to see culturally what they did, what the Red Wings have, since I've been alive, since what the Red Wings have always meant to Michigan and Detroit. Just sort of been the solid thing that you could always count on. Last several years, they've gone back to being the Dead Wings. But the cycle of life, people. The Russian 5, I highly recommend it. It's an hour and a half. It's entertaining. You get some politics in there, good cultural stuff. Really nice to see shots of Detroit in the 80s and 90s and some of the old TV personalities and things like that, and the players. So even if you don't like sports, I highly suggest it. That's my number 1 pick, The Russian 5. All of these on Prime. Color of Money, Royal Tenenbaums, Rushmore, Life Aquatic, and the Russian Five. All right, thank you so much. I appreciate your patronage. Please let me know if you have anything to say, what you've been watching. I'd love to know. I'll read it. We'll have a back and forth. And I'll see you out on the YouTubes, out on the Apple Podcasts and the Spotifys. Thanks for your support, and I'll see you soon.